Early in his career, he served as an assistant to former Senator George McGovern and as an aide to Reverend William Sloane Coffin. In 2014, Jeff founded the Climate Narrative Project, an arts and literature collaboration with high schools and universities and other community groups, training a new generation of climate storytellers and climate leaders. His body of work reflects his passion and commitment to a just and sustainable planet. He calls upon us all to join the growing resistance. On behalf of the Catholic Peace Ministry Board, join me in welcoming Jeff Biggers.
So this is for you, Carolyn. I'm a son of a teacher, grandson of a coal miner. And as you will know tonight, I bring with me 200 years of Baptist revival preachers. But that's starting to be Carolyn's story now. Right now, we're in a whirlpool of paradigms, beatitudes and messes, and with these uprisings come upwellings of old-fashioned ideas, reshined and now green-stamped, these ideas that have been brewing for ages before popping out and hailed in the headlines. And so Carolyn asked herself, where did this come from? And the others swirl down into the depths and the forgotten stories of our foremothers who thrust up as a collective memory that were once dragged down. But we are not seeking recognition, not Carolyn. We have only sought change, and we have sought and we will forever seek, forever galvanized, bringing ourselves to the tables, turning power plays into compromises, reaching our hands out to the bottom where we have been instead of clawing our way up to the top. You see, Carolyn is about building change. She's about casting seeds, about setting small fires wherever we can make it and let them spread instead of waiting for one giant fix to make or break it. Because she is a teacher about sustaining the things that make life worth living instead of worth money. Life in living ways that make sense instead of all that other stuff. Thank you so much, Carolyn. And I don't want the rest of you to feel left out, so I have a poem for you. This is the year. This is the year that squatters evict landlords, gazing like admirals from the rails of the rooftop, of levitating hands and praise of steam in the shower. This is the year that shawled refugees will deport judges who stare at the floor and their swollen feet as the files are stamped with their destination. You see, this is the year that the police revolvers of Des Moines stove-hot blister the fingers of our cops and nightsticks splinter in their palms. This is the year that dark-skinned men and women lynched a century ago will return to sip coffee gently with the apologizing descendants of their executioners. This is the year that those who swim the border's undertow and shiver in boxcars are greeted with trumpets and drums at the first railroad crossing on el otro lado. This is the year that the hands pulling the tomatoes from the vine uproot the deed to the earth that sprouts the vine. That hands that are canning tomatoes are named in the will that owns the bedlam of the cannery. That this is the year that the eyes stinging from Roundup and the poison that putrefies our fields and toilets will waken at last to the sight of a rooster-loud hillside, pilgrimage of our immigrant birth. If the abolition of slave manacles began as a vision of hands without manacles, then this is the year. If the shutdown of extermination camps began as an imagination of a land without barbed wire or walls or crematorium, then this is the year. If every rebellion begins with an idea that conquerors on horseback are not many-legged gods, that they too will drown plunged in the river, then this is the year, so that may every humiliated mouth, teeth like desecrated headstones, fill with the angels of bread. Martina Spada, imagine the angels of bread.